Ate Jabari. Yes.
Get your whiskey. Get your whiskey. It was that time. It's time to salute the real. Get your whiskey. Make it quick. And we are here. Pull up, guys. Pull up. Get your whiskey. Welcome to another episode of Salute the Real. I am your host, Brandon Cooper. And with me, as always, is my lovely wife and producer, Miss Candace Cooper.
Happy Wednesday.
Glad to be with y'all again, guys. So first of all, I want to say we missed another Monday. We missed another Monday, guys, and we missed a Monday. I apologize. My barber, who he keeps me right. If y'all see the fresh tape, But my barber, shout out to Rashad, my barber. He checked me on that. He like, man, y'all ain't go on Monday. As soon as I came in the barbershop, like he always does, if we miss or whatever. And so I appreciate it for that. Always tuning in. Guys, so last week on Monday, we had a conversation about relationships. We talked about some different things when it comes to relationships, and of course, my thing is always to encourage people in my own twisted little way, being cool, to hang in there and fight through their issues in relationships. If you truly care about a person and you love a person, because so many people I don't want nobody in my business, but the reality is, guys, we're all going through some of the same problems. And if you would just open up and just talk to somebody or find somebody to talk to, you'll see that the same issues that you're having, many others are having the same issues. And so with that being said, I started a test in my own house, because it's real easy after you've been married a little while to get to the point where, because I did talk about this last week as well. I said, it's real easy to get to the point where you would rather give your private parts, your private areas, up to a person than to kiss a person. And it's real easy to go have sex, but it's hard to make love. Okay? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I just got too deep with that one. Wait a minute. Y'all got to pull up real quick. I got to make sure y'all pulled up before I go any further on that one. Because I said something to you there, and I know if you know, you know. It's real easy to have sex, but it's a lot harder to make love. And making love is Lil Wayne say, chest to chest, face to face. You looking them in the eyes. It ain't just throwing somebody over the bed and, drunk and doing whatever you want to do with the person, or you laying down and they getting up on top and just doing whatever they want. No. Making love is slow. It's intimate. It's a lot that goes into that. And a lot of times that don't just start, in that moment. It starts throughout the week, and when you finally get that opportunity to build on that, with a moment of quality time, all that you've been doing through the week can help you build up to this moment that creates, impact when it comes to getting to this climax that we're all trying to reach of quality love. And so I had a. With that being said, I did a test in my house as well because we're extremely busy people. And in that test, I basically talked to y'all for. I actually made it for 3 days. 3 days. Hey, Miss Tanya, how you doing? Good to see you as always. I made it 3 days of waking up in the morning. Well, I would already be up because I'll be working through the night a lot of times. So hurry up, getting back here in the morning before my wife would leave this house to head off to work, and getting me a shower or cleaning my face up and brushing my teeth, so before she could get out of here, before she could run her butt through that door and get away from me, I could get a kiss, and a real kiss. I ain't talking about no peck on the cheek or no peck on the forehead or all that kind of stuff. Those can be romantic things as well. But I wanted a real kiss where you actually touch chest, and you a little bit of tongue get in there, and you might even close your eyes. You turn your head sideways. So you can really feel it. And even reach back and grab the buttocks and bring her close to you. And I got to the third day. And on that third day, was it after the third day? Did I still get a kiss on the third day?
You may have still got a kiss.
I got a kiss on the third day, and then it was after the third day. I came back in with some throat issues, and at that moment, my wife happened to, of course, because she's always going to see the things you never want her to see. So she happened to just, all of a sudden, I came in early. She wasn't even out the bed yet. I think, whatever. I woke up and she wasn't out the. I woke up to go to work in the middle of the night, and she some way, somehow, she's always going to see the things. Maybe this is that female intuition, whatever y'all talk about, that crap, but it's real. It's real. It's real, because she woke up and she saw me spraying the throat medicine in my mouth, and that gave her reason to not kiss me. And so that morning I got a kiss on the cheek, and therefore the process was over. I could not make the 7 days, and I now realize why people don't kiss in the mouth no more. I believe that once you get past the lovey-dovey stage, where you just wanna look at them in the face, and you wanna just kiss them every single time you see them. Once you get past that stage, I believe you start to think about all the things that you've seen this creature that you thought was beautiful, and you thought was handsome, and you thought was the apple of your eye. All these great things that people say about the person they end up loving. Once you get past that lovey-dovey stage, you start thinking about all the nasty shit that you done seen this person do over the last so many years, months, days, whatever, that just wasn't that appealing, just wasn't that attractive to you at all. That's what you start thinking about. After you get past the lovey-dovey stage, you start thinking about all the nasty stuff. And the nasty stuff is what you always gonna think about, other than those moments when it's heated, still, because you still love the person. But those moments become far and few compared to what they were in the beginning. So I bite my nails. And I'm going to be very honest with y'all and tell y'all something very nasty that I do. I bite my nails. I chew my nails. I actually am doing very well because my wife has been on me about it. So y'all can't see it, but my nails have not been bitten this week at all. But not only do I bite these nails, I actually will pull my toenails and bite my toenails too. Yeah, I know it's very disgusting. I know. I've been doing that a long time. And so, but I'm actually doing good. I'm not doing that. But my wife told me that she stopped kissing me because she saw me pull on my toenails and chew on my toenail. Is that true, baby? I'm very honest, guys. I'm very honest.
You know, I'm trying to live a long life. And I'm very, aware of my immune system. And I don't have the best. And so when I saw that, I said, this man might be trying to take me out.
Yeah.
You might have a life insurance policy that I don't know about.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
So, in order for me to live a long life and to be healthy and well, I have decided
Yeah.
that, there's nothing wrong with kissing chest to chest and, having those long kisses and so forth. But we just have to ensure that when you get to a certain age, you can take those type of risks in your 20s and, maybe even your teens. But once you get in the 30s and 40s, there's certain risks you're just not willing to take.
Hey, I'm just telling y'all, hey, I told y'all we gonna salute the real. I tell you the good, I tell you the bad. I got issues just like everybody else. Pray for me. I mean that is a problem that I have. But I have not done that anymore. So you can look at this multiple ways. Me and my wife, because I honestly believe that she gave me some of this crud I got too. I had the allergies and the sinuses and all this stuff, and I ain't been sick in a long time. And I was down in Louisiana this weekend. Shout out to my kids. They went down there and performed well and did a great job down at LSU. Shout out to my babies. I'm really proud of them to finish up our indoor season. And now we're going to head on into our parent orientation on Sunday. And we actually start outdoor practice on Monday. So registration is still open, www.austinhoneybadgers.org. If you know of or have a child that you feel like could develop from being a part of our family, please send them my way. All right. But with that being said, I was sick and I was very sick. Allergies, sinuses, you name it. Eyes watering. I mean, it was real bad. Couldn't breathe, all that stuff. And my wife was sleeping like a baby. Wasn't too worried about me at all. No, Tony, I'm not able to get my leg up that high to bite my toenails. I don't put my legs up that high. That is it's called a toenail clipper. All right. My friends ain't shit. All right. So anyway, here we go. We got So I was very sick down there, and I believe that my wife helped in giving me that, whatever that crud was, because I ain't been sick in a while. And all of a sudden I started kissing on her, and I got sick. So she talking about me, and I will admit to my nasty behavior with toenails. I have no reason why I do that. I just did that. I don't know. I don't know why. But that is something that I did. I definitely did that. But I am working on that now. And so like I said, you can look at this a couple of different ways. I use this week to get myself out of the habit of biting my nails. So we still got something positive out of the week. We still got something positive out of the week. And maybe one of the nasty things that I do that possibly, well, I'm sure turns my wife off. That would never turn off anybody, I'm sure. Maybe that she'll start to believe in me a little bit more now that I'm not biting my nails, and and maybe she'll want to kiss on me a little bit more when she's not sickly. I gotta be careful with her too, because like I said, she got me sick. So,
All right, but let me add to that. You know, there was a movie that just came out. You haven't had an opportunity to see it, but it's a Tyler Perry movie, Mia Culpa. And Coop hadn't seen it. Some of you guys in the chat may have seen it. Hit a like button if you've seen it. But you focused on the kissing, but I'm probably gonna go over to Home Depot and get us some paint.
paint.
That's right, some paint.
Okay.
Because I have found that apparently what we did not know is paint may be an aphrodisiac.
Well, we find out a lot of these different things from a lot of things that a lot of people are doing. Miss Mimi showed us a while back that the shower rod could be the same thing.
That maybe so.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about a shower rod, you might end up in the ER. And so, as long as we get some lead-free paint. And
I'm not too into paint.
When you see the movie,
okay.
you will be in the paint.
Okay. Well, you need to hold that one until I see the movie, so we can discuss that one.
That's right.
Shout out to those that have already watched that movie. I plan on watching it when I actually have time. It's pretty rough on me these days. Anybody on here watch Game of Thrones? And whenever I get a little bit of time, I'm watching Game of Thrones now. I'm on season 6. That is an amazing show, pretty good show. So I'm watching that right now. That's what I'm trying to watch in the little bit of free time that I have. So hey guys, make sure you pull up real quick. We got that lead up to the topic out the way. Jamie said, "Yeah, big fan." Yeah, Jamie, I'm into it. It's really good. So let's get on into this topic so we can get y'all off the night and in the bed and hopefully if you got a mate at home, you kissing your mate. Hopefully, a boyfriend with a girlfriend, whatever you might have. All right. So here, topic for the night. I'm assuming that y'all are pulled up. I am drinking. Since it got a little cool tonight. With this high wind that we had outside today, I'm drinking the Screwball again tonight, peanut butter whiskey. This is excellent when it's kind of cool outside, so that's what I'm drinking tonight. So I'm sure y'all got your whiskey at this point. For y'all that got a cigar or a vape, get your vape with me. And here we go. Topic for tonight. We're our own worst enemy, but why? We're our own worst enemy, but why? And we're talking tonight. This is based off the incident that just recently happened with Cam Newton, former NFL quarterback. That is, I think he's retired now. I don't know if he's retired, actually retired, but he's out right now. I think he's definitely out. He's not on the team now. He has a podcast now. We're gonna go through some things about Cam Newton, but just going into the story, if you've read or heard about the story, Cam Newton does a football clinic, like a camp, where he's basically giving back of his time, his money, his efforts, his knowledge to the youth of areas with his camp. And during that camp, there was a brawl where Cam Newton was basically jumped and attacked in a way that makes you wonder, where are we at right now in our thinking when it comes to people who try to give back, try to help, and try to take care of each other, look out for one another. That was supposed to be a good event where kids came to be with first of all, a superstar. I mean, come on now. If you are any type of fan of football, whether you like him as a person or not, I mean, Cam Newton is a superstar. And real quick, I'm gonna go through a few of his accolades. But anyway, like just before I do that though, he came out. He's supposed to be working with the kids. We're gonna go through some things that happened during that time, but it was obvious that there were people there that were feeling a certain kind of way when it comes to Cam Newton before the event even started. You know, you could see the jealousy. You know, you could see it. I mean, you could hear it in some of the stuff that was being said by adults. Okay, major problem with that. Major problem. That is
bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That is truly bullshit. Okay, and so we're gonna go through this tonight, because this is this if it's happening to Cam Newton. See, I already know. See, if it's happening, listen to me now. Listen. Hold on. I want y'all to think a minute on that one before I finish that. If it's happening to Cam Newton, imagine people on a much lower scale like us who are trying to do this stuff in the community. Just imagine how difficult it is to gain the respect needed to get to the point to where you can truly make this what you might have dreamed it could be, or the vision that you really imagine. How hard it is to get to that point. If somebody that's legendary like Cam Newton has so much trouble, so much hate that people would attempt to fight him at an event he's paid for and giving of himself for the youth. All right, so here we go. A couple of accolades on Cam Newton right quick, because some of y'all might not know just how much this dude, when I say he's a legend, he's a superstar, some of y'all might not know how much this man has done. Just finished it over Christmas. Great show.
Talk about Game of Thrones.
Oh, Game of Thrones? Yeah. Real good show. They thought Cam was a punk. That hat did not move. It sure didn't, Miss Linda. It sure didn't move. You know. So here we go. All right. So a couple of accolades on Cam Newton. He's had one hell of a career. I'm just gonna read through some of these things that I jotted down. 2011 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player. 2015 NFL Offensive Player of the Year. First Team All-Pro 2015. 3-time Pro Bowler 2011, 2013, and 2015. Over his career, he's been the Most Valuable Player. He's been the Offensive Player of the Year. He's been the Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's First Team All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, PFWA All-Rookie Team, Burt Bell Award. I'm not going to read what all these awards are for, but you can look them up if you really want to. But the Burt Bell Award, 2-time BCS National Champion. This man has had one hell of a career. This is college too, guys. I'm including the college in this. All right. NJCAA National Champion 2009. That's JUCO. All right. Okay. And let's see. Here we go. Heisman Trophy winner in 2010. Maxwell Award 2010, Walter Camp Award 2010, Manning Award 2010, Davey O'Brien Award 2010, AP College Football Player of the Year 2010, okay, SN College Player of the Year 2010, Consensus All-American 2010, SEC Offensive Player of the Year 2010. All right. This guy in the NFL has the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback, 75. All right. Passing attempts, he had 4,474. Pass completions, 2,682. Completion percentage, 59.9%. Touchdowns to interception ratio, 194 to 123. Passing yards, 32,382. And passing rating, 85.2. Rushing yards, y'all, now remember this is a quarterback. This man has rushed for over 5,628 yards. And rushing touchdown, 75. This man started his football career off after college at Florida. And this is the part, I mean, all those accolades are wonderful. I mean, hands down. All those accolades are wonderful. But he started off at Florida. Guys. And when he went to Florida on November 20, so he started off, he went to Florida in 2007 and 8. And as a freshman in 2007, Newton beat out fellow freshman quarterback John Brantley as a backup for eventual Heisman Trophy winner Tim Tebow. Okay, he played in 5 games in 2007, passed for 40 yards, 5 out of 10, and rushing 16 times for 103 yards. And in 2008, during his sophomore season, Newton played in the season opener against Hawaii and sustained an ankle injury and took a medical red shirt. Okay, so he set out the rest of that season redshirted. Okay, and then in that same year, 2008, November 21st, Newton was arrested on felony charges of burglary, larceny, and obstruction of justice on an accusation that he stole a laptop computer from another University of Florida student. All right, and he was subsequently suspended from the team. Campus police tracked the stolen laptop to the athlete. Newton tossed the computer out his dorm window and thought it was funny, humorously, ill-advised, and he tried to hide it from the cops. All charges against Newton were dropped after he completed a court-approved pretrial diversion program. And he said at that time, I believe that a person should not be thought of as a bad person because of some senseless mistake that they made. I think every person should have a second chance. If they blow that second chance, so be it for them. Newton announced his intentions to transfer from Florida 3 days before the Gators national championship win over Oklahoma in November. Okay, and so this is where Newton ended up going to Blinn College. Shout out to all those people that know Blinn College. Blinn College. This is JUCO, guys. Now hold on. For all these kids, and this is important. I'm reading this for a reason, because there's a lot of kids out there that feel like it's D1 or bust. That's the word that we get from a lot of kids these days. So that they honestly, if they're not going to the school that they saw on TV that they've been wishing that they were gonna be able to be a part of since they were 9, 10 years old, then it was a bust for them. That's what we have heard. So if that's the case, think about what Newton just did. Newton started at a D1, Power 5 D1, Florida Gators, big time school, SEC. And now, based on something, because of something that happened with his behavior, he's got to go do some true soul searching, and he's got to go what a lot of these kids was consider a failure, and go start all the way back over at the bottom and go to blend. That's what he did. Now, you could take that multiple ways, but Newton went to blend and he made the best of it. What is the best of it? Glad you asked. In January of 2009, Newton transferred to Blinn College in Brenham, Texas. Shout out to Brenham, Texas. To play for head coach Brad Franchione, who was the son of Dennis Franchione. That fall, he led his team to the 2009 National JUCO. I don't know what collegiate, whatever. NJCAA National Football Championship. Okay, all right. So he led his team to the championship, and they won that championship in the JUCO ranks, throwing for 2,833 yards and 22 touchdowns. All right, that's a hell of a season, guys. And rushing for 655 yards as a quarterback. Okay, he was named a JUCO All-American, honorable mention, and was the most recruited JUCO quarterback in the country. Newton was ranked as the number one quarterback from either high school or junior college by Rivals.com, and was the only 5-star recruit. During Newton's recruitment, Oklahoma, Mississippi State, and Auburn were his 3 finalists. He eventually signed to the Auburn Tigers. Shout out to Auburn Tigers and their fans. Newton went on to Auburn. It's a long write-up on Auburn, guys. I'm not going to read all this, but basically he went on to Auburn to win a championship and win the Heisman and the quarterback of the year and the player of the year and a whole bunch of yards, guys. Y'all can look that up. He killed it in 2010. But they did win the national championship. So this dude left college as a 2-time national champion. And this is the same guy that had a felony and was set back. So as we're talking about this, like I said, I wanted to read all that to y'all before we got into some points. As we're talking about this, you got to understand that we're talking about a guy who had a major come up, leaving high school, going to Florida University. And I mean, as a kid, as an 18-year-old kid, 19-year-old kid, whatever, I mean, probably one of the most embarrassing and lowest falls from grace and success and a high seat when it comes to athletics. Probably one of the biggest falls, that you can talk about, that when it's all said and done, still got to play. I mean, you get a felony. And not a felony for something that was even really street or anything like that you might get like some street clout from. He took a computer, and you don't get no credit for that. That's a lame. Even the people even the hood would say, well, damn, boy, you wasn't trying to, sell nothing or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying, to get you some money. I mean, you just took somebody's computer and, I mean, you risked it all for that. That's what you risked it all for. So it was really, like, to me, my opinion, a fairly embarrassing fall. Okay? And yet he went to Blinn. He picked himself up. And he did some amazing. He won a championship there. You know, and that's that mental fortitude that we're talking about. That's that part where I tell my kids all the time, you could be the most physically gifted athlete out here, and he was definitely one of them. But can you mentally stay in the game? Can you mentally do the things that it's going to take to bring success to your career? You know, this is definitely 20% physical, 80% mental at this point. You know, I would even go 10, 90, you know, because now it's all about, man, everybody talking about me. Everybody think I'm a crook. Everybody, you know, laughing at me. I'm embarrassed. I'm shamed. Can you imagine if that happened today in the social media world? Can you imagine what these kids will go through now with that? So, that's what he went through, yet he fought. He fought his way back, and he made something special happen at Blinn, and then he got back to Power 5, back to the SEC, back to Auburn, and he made something happen very special there and won a championship as well. You get to the NFL. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Newton was drafted number one. Number one overall, first pick in the first round to the Carolina Panthers. Newton eventually made it to a Super Bowl. He didn't win it, but he made it to a Super Bowl. I venture to say that this man got an argument for being in the Hall of Fame. My opinion, I'm a clap for him. This man is extremely gifted, and he has one hell of a resume. He has an unbelievable story that, if told to the world consistently, if told to these kids consistently, you want to believe that any kid that's looking to be successful when it comes to a sport, they should be able to hear Cam's story. Excuse me. They should be able to hear Cam's story. And they should say, if Cam could get through all this, I know that I can get through it as well. They should. So, we say all that. Hey, man, pull up. We say all that. Candace, did I lead you into this pretty good? Did I give you enough of how talented and gifted this kid was and how special he was?
Absolutely. More than enough.
Okay. I got it. Okay. I you know, my wife, she don't appreciate nothing I do.
Oh, hush up. You know. That's not true.
So I'm gonna get through this
you did a great job.
I already know what's coming in the next 15 minutes. I'm getting sleepy. So I'm gonna go and get through this, guys. Here we go.
Not true.
Here we go. So with all that being said, 3 points that I want to cover tonight. Because this man is giving up his time and he's getting jumped at his own something I've never heard of. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If please comment on this, guys. Comment. Give me your comments. Give me your thoughts. I want y'all's thoughts as well. Ronald Coleman said MVP season. He only had one loss. Led Panthers to 15-1, damn near perfect season. Yep.
But one thing I think is he's from Atlanta, and he held this 7-on-7 tournament, youth tournament, in Atlanta. So he's going and giving back. It's not like he was in somebody else's hood. There's one thing about it. When you go to somebody else's hood, you know, you're gonna experience. You'll probably experience a little hating here and there. But he came to give back in his own community.
Here's a key part that I know happens with black people, and a lot of times people don't want to admit it, and it's rough to deal with. Some of the most hate you're gonna receive is gonna be back at home.
Absolutely. So I don't know if you saw the video that surfaced that actually is the man in the audience who was actually yelling about how he's better than him.
Yeah.
And
he was one of the ones that was fighting him,
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you really think about it, this is a Cam Newton, hometown hero. Okay, he's gone off and he's done things that have been spectacular.
Right.
And now you have a dude in the crowd that probably ain't even left the neighborhood
Yeah.
that yells out and says, "You can't throw," and I'm these are my words.
Yeah.
Basically,
Oh, yeah,
you
those
cannot throw. Your ass can't throw, and I can beat you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these are grown men.
Grown men. I'm going to get to that. Here we go. 3 points. First point. We never hate on others like we hate on our own. John Elway, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Alex Smith, Troy Aikman, Jay Cutler. You have great to good and solid QBs in that group that I just mentioned. None of them would have been treated how our people treated Cam. Why is that? Why is it? All white on dope.
Try.
On dope. They're not on dope, Pam. They're on hate. Nobody hates on their own people the way we do. I've experienced this, guys. I've seen it firsthand. Don't nobody hate on their people like we do. And why is that?
So here's what I would say: that list of QBs you just named, you can take those people and you can take them to that same community. They could have the same event with the same people, and you would not have had that outcome.
That's what I just said.
You would not have had that outcome.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is that I believe the hate comes from that individual is living a life that you can only dream of. You want that life.
Baby, look, go up to running real quick. Go up to running. Go up to running. Running say you can beat an NFL MVP. Negroes really living out of their high school yearbook. Boy, look at here. It is a lot of people that grew up with you. Running, boy, you said something there. It was a lot of people that grew up with you. That no matter what you do, no matter who you become, no matter how hard you work, no matter how good you live, no matter what you do, they are going to refuse to let go of the person that you were when they grew up with you. And because of that, they are
Try.
They don't want to see you grow. They don't want you to be anything more than who you were when they knew you. All these people are looking at you as this. All these people are looking at you as that. And you know what? I have a friend who has gone to get their doctorate degree. And every time I talk to her, God bless her, I say, "What up, Doc?" And it was said that this same friend has one of her best friends. Let's push that. One of her best friends that said, in my own words, "I don't care what you went and got. You always gonna be such and such to me. I ain't calling you Doc. I ain't calling you none of that. You gonna be such and such to me." You know, guys, at some point we have to decide who is gonna be considered a friend as we grow. Because you're gonna outgrow some of these people. These people might have been people that known Cam way back. And might have felt like they might have been a better athlete than him at that point. If it makes them feel good, you can still say you're a better athlete than me. But what you will not say is, you've accomplished what I have accomplished. You can't say that. You can't say that. Little dude that was yelling back in the background and all that and talking about Cam in the beginning. Nobody gives a damn what you did, man. Nobody cares who you think you are. You are not this man. you have not accomplished what this man has accomplished. I believe that this man has a real live case to be in the Hall of Fame. I do not believe that the Hall of Fame should just be about people that have won a Super Bowl, because this is a team sport. Okay, so they like to make it a lot harder now, but there's a whole bunch of quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame that didn't win no damn Super Bowl. So with that being said, how the hell you gonna leave out one of the greatest rushing quarterbacks of all time? One of the strongest, toughest, hard-nosed quarterbacks of all time. His stats definitely add up. Yet you got a guy back in his home that from the beginning of this camp that is forgiving back to the youth had to make it about him. This is the stuff that we deal with. This is the stuff that people who give deal with. This is the stuff that people who try to do good deal with. The Lucifer is always present. He's always present. And because he was present on this day, something that was for youth ended up turning into something bad that's now all over social media. God has said, let's admit though, our people do stunt on our own people when they make it big and disguise it as motivating. That's the difference. YTs and whites and blacks. Our people do stunt. What do you say? Let's say that again. I can't see it on the thing.
Sure. Hold on 1 second.
He
says, let's admit it though. Our people do stunt on our own people when they make it big and disguise it as motivating.
Well, hold on.
That's the difference, whites and blacks.
But hold on. But he was out there.
He paid his money.
He paid his money for the camp.
He brought his resources.
Mm-hmm. He did everything. He can be an asshole, but he's out there.
Yeah.
He's giving back. I mean, what do we want the guy to do? What do we want him to do? He's giving back. And in the point where he was attempting to give back, that man don't have to give us nothing, guys. He don't have to give those kids nothing. That man can go sit out on a yacht and fish every day if he wanted to. Go play golf every day if he wanted to. He don't have to give nothing. Yet he's doing it. But we choose. And again, guys, don't miss. If that's what you're going to say, I feel you. I'm not saying that you're wrong. But who else does this when somebody's giving back? What other race do what we do? Who would be thinking about the things that guy was thinking about when somebody's giving back? This ain't the time for that.
Well, Cooper, I'm going to take it even a little bit further. When you have reached a high, and achieved, let me say this, when you've achieved a level of success, the things that you had to do to get there, the hard work, the dedication, the commitment, all of that, it wasn't easy. So when you do go back to the hood and you're having these conversations, it might think, oh man, he's talking down. No, what he's really doing is he's telling you the real. This show is called what? Salute the Real. We want to talk about the real.
You better know it. Shit.
And the real, the truth. The truth is hard to hear. And oftentimes when you're hearing something like that, you might take it as, oh, they trying to stunt. You know, that's the term that was used, or they talking down. No, what they're trying to do is lift you up. They're trying to elevate you. And they're telling you something that you need, that you probably hadn't heard. Because it's that such thing called tough love. And if you want to get to where this man is going, you're going to have to hear some real talk. So that would be my statement. And I say that because every mentor, every leader, every person that I have ever had in my life has told me something I did not want to hear. Every person. If they're always agreeing with you and patting you on your back, that person is not giving you probably sound advice.
Yeah.
To get to the top, you're going to have to hear some hard stuff.
Shit. I heard it where it hurt the most. My own daughter got on my ass. So, I mean, shit. Everybody done got on me. Everybody done got on me. Coop you this, coop you that, coop you this. You ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. You know, you work your ass off, you know what I'm saying, and people are still going to be on you constantly. It's never enough. It's never enough. At some point, you just going to have to just do your best, guys. That's just what it is. And I feel like Cam was doing his best that day. Go to Julius real quick. Most of these guys that hate never got a chance to play, so they are living out the dreams through these kids, and sad. And it's sad. Right.
100%.
Shout out to JJ. That's my quarterback, guys. CKT for life. That's my quarterback. Yeah, they right. You got a lot of guys that live their dreams out through these kids. And at that day, it wasn't even through the kids, JJ. He had to make this about him that day. That's what I despise the most. This is a kid program. And my parents will tell you. My wife can tell you. My wife does most of the talking when we get to the parent orientation. Our parent orientation is Sunday. She does most of the talking. When I get up, I let the parents know, though. Look here. Here we go. This is my main thing that I say. If y'all are coming over here, first of all, we want to thank you for coming. All right? But if you're coming over here because you like to gossip, you want the tea, you like to start stuff, you looking for a man, you coming to the wrong team. If you coming over here to talk noise out here and talk about how the refs or the officials or anything like that at the track meet, that was terrible. You should have called that. They should have did this. You should have did that. If you coming out here to walk out on the field and make it known how you unhappy with the host of this track meet, wrong team. Wrong team. I talk enough noise, enough shit. I defend my kids to the fullest. I talk enough for my entire team. I don't need none of my parents in nothing. I want my parents to sit down. I want my parents to enjoy the meet. I want my parents to enjoy watching their kids and supporting these babies. That's what I want my parents to do. If you coming over here for anything else, wrong team. We are boring. Ain't no drama over here. We don't have drama over here. And that's how it should have been out there at that camp that day. That was not the time. That was not the place for drama. This man is giving back. Regardless of what you think, this man is taking of himself to give back to these people. And this is not just your chomp right here. This is a national champion. It means something, guys. It should mean something. God says true, but the brothers said they've been talking trash to each other for a while. Cam probably hit them with the "I got more money than you," blah 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 lines like he's done before. Maybe he did. I don't know, guys. That's the part I don't know. And that's a big maybe. Maybe he did, but this is not the time to handle it. This is the time that it's got to be about the kids and not your pride. I tell you this all the time. Broke people got more pride these days than people that got money.
Well, and even if that was the case, so you jumped the man?
And you jumped it.
I mean, that's...
You jumped it.
You jumped the man. Let's just say he was out there talking all kind of trash. Let's say he was. Let's say he was talking trash and just going off at his own event with, of
This
course,
man 6'6", 250.
with media there and the police there and all this stuff. Because I don't know. I haven't heard
That
those
man handled
accounts.
him without really throwing a punch.
He didn't throw a punch at all.
He handled him.
Yeah, he was
swung
trying
people
to.
all over the place.
Yeah, he didn't throw a
Man,
punch.
somebody snuck him. I think it was old boy. They snuck him.
Yeah,
Snuck
right.
him. And this man handled them dudes. He's swinging them around like a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
He handled these dudes. That ain't no chump. Y'all look at Cam with these pastel colors on like he going to Easter service, and you think this dude is soft, and that dude showed you, no, man, I do this. I wasn't just running over people in the NFL because they were scared of me. I actually got something. And that man swung, you really made a fool out of yourself. Because he handled y'all. You snuck him, you jumped him, and you didn't even scratch the man. You ain't do nothing to him. You made a fool of yourself. You made the man look better. So if you was trying to make him look bad, you failed. You failed. You did not accomplish said goal. If that's what you were trying to do. Miss Tanya says, when it's other races, people will say that they are giving back. When it's us, black folks, act like
You owe them
something.
You owe them
God
something.
damn. Tanya always come with it. And that's the truth.
And it's other celebrities. Really, they gave him more publicity, to be honest with you. And
You helped him out.
Yeah.
His podcast is gonna be on fleek and it's gonna be fire.
I don't know if they say that anymore. But what I will say is this: the guy I've listened to a couple of his podcasts. He has a different perspective. I think he has a little ego, right? And I mean, he's I know he in a barbaric sport, so he has a bit of a chip on his shoulder, if you will. And there's he has some strong opinions, I would say. But at the end of the day, you can't fault a man.
Thanks, God said laugh out loud, dope sound effects.
Oh yeah. But at the end of the day, you gotta commend the man because it's a whole bunch of them. I was listening to Nightcap with Unc and O'Shea. I mean not O'Shea, Ocho. And what they were both saying is that's why we don't even go out to the hood like that.
I'm gonna play with folks.
He said it. Unc was like Shannon Sharp was like
really is about himself. He about staying away from
he is. He isolated. He got his dogs. Mm-hmm. He got his daughters. He got a couple of people he bring into the house every so often. But he says that's why I don't go out there because they don't know how to act.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it was some time back in the day that I would have been like, oh, Shannon is wrong. Oh, Shannon should do this. Oh, Shannon should. But I understand now. I understand.
I put myself in harm's way, guys, every single year. There have been people, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't call these people immature because I have been the same way as a coach. I'm learning now. I've had a chip on my shoulder from the beginning. I mean, my cousin running on here, he tell you, I just always have had a chip on my shoulder. I always talk shit. I always had attitude. I mean, it is what it is. But I don't bother people. And and I had a chip on my shoulder for a reason, guys. Especially when it finally clicked to me. Just some things just finally clicked to me. And I just had a chip on my shoulder. And I mean, and now, even now, as me and Candace built this team, there were years that we would go out there and people would take me there. Woo! They would get me. And I was literally this close, guys, right in front of my kids to going at it with people. And it was always, I never bother nobody. All I care about is my kids. We coming together. We doing some things out here that's putting our kids on the next level out here. Me and some other coaches, we doing some great things. And folks hating on it. Our people. It's always our people. Hating. You just hating ass Negroes. Just hating. They always hating. Alright? And so it's only so much I can handle. I ain't perfect. I told y'all all the time, I ain't perfect. I'll take the thing and blow smoke 1,000 times to let y'all know I'm not perfect. Okay? And when it comes to it's always about people. I can handle it when it comes to me. But when it comes to my organization, it comes to the integrity of this organization, and it comes to my kids, I ain't having it. I ain't having it. And it was several people that took me there, that to the point where I'm literally touching their nose. I'm looking them dead in their eyes, waiting for them to move. In front of everybody. It got to that point multiple times. Now, I have calmed down. Because at this point, that chip is slowly starting to move away. We are doing more. If you see me post, we do more. We are doing more. And we're going to continue to do more. So I don't have to wear that chip out there no more. The respect is starting to come regardless of whether people like me or not. It's a whole bunch of them out here that don't like me. Don't matter. You ain't going to beat me. You ain't going to beat me. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep going hard. You know, and for the kids that come to me, I don't get the best kids. I don't get the most athletes. But with the kids that come to me, we're going to work hard with those kids. And we're going to keep shining. We're helping kids go to college. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep them out of trouble, and we're going to keep helping kids go to college. So I'll go through that stuff too, guys. We go through this. This touches home with me because you're out here trying to do something positive. You're out here working with kids. You're out here giving back. Guys, we are busy ass people. We busy. I work my ass off. My wife works her ass off. We got the podcast. We got the track team. We throw all these track meets. We got so much going on. Yet we still trying to give back. I still give back to them kids more than anybody. Even when it still came out of me and my wife's pockets. We finally get to the point where some of these meets can possibly make enough money to where that don't have to happen anymore. Yet at the same time, you got people finding a way to hate on that stuff. You can't make this stuff up. It's real. It's real. This happens on every level. What happened to Cam Newton is happening to us. It's happening to people like us. And it's going to continue to happen. And it starts with these right here. Us. They always want to talk about what the white men do. They always want to talk about Hispanics and coming across the border and all this kind of stuff and what they do. And they taking jobs from us and they doing that. But what about what you doing to each other? We hate on each other more than anybody hates on us at this point. You're killing each other. We always go straight to what we doing with a gun. Forget the gun. You can't even get along at a youth function. Y'all saw the stuff that happened down there in Dallas with Talib Khalid, whatever, the former football player, NFL player, quarterback, his brother. Well, somebody a coach ended up getting shot out there. That man's life is done. His brother done shot a coach out there at a football game. I'm afraid of that stuff every year. We work so hard to host these meets and do all this stuff for these kids. What if somebody bring a gun into my event and shoot somebody? Guys, I pray more. Y'all have no idea how much faith I have now because I'm afraid of that kind of stuff every single year. And I just got to believe that God is going to look out for us. I got to believe it. I got to believe it because it'll rip me to shreds. I'll be done. I'll be done. Everything that we've worked hard for. They're not going to say, oh, Henry Lee shot somebody out there. They're going to say, man, somebody got shot at the Honey Badgers meet. They're going to say somebody got shot at Coach Cooper's meet. I'm done. It scares the life out of me. Because something that we have built to a point to where people know I'm going to give it all when it comes to us hosting events for these kids. Something that we have built up to this point. We've done all this work to build this up. done all this work to build our name up, is one of the best in Texas when it comes to throwing. And if you're one of the best in Texas, then you're one of the best in the country. That's just being real. Because Texas is the mecca when it comes to elite athletes. It is, especially in track and field and football. Let's go be one under. That's the truth. We kill it wherever we go. Anybody in USA track, anybody in the AAU track can come on here and tell y'all that exactly what I'm saying. We kill it wherever we go. That podium is loaded with Texas people wherever we go. But somebody can come out there and act like these guys acted with Cam Newton and destroy everything you got going on. So here we go. Read a couple of those comments real quick, Candace.
Alrighty, let's see here. Going back up. Alrighty. Ronald Coleman says, hold on, is that? Yeah, okay. Ronald Coleman says, question is, why do we feel it's stunned when black celebs make money, but don't bat an eyelash when other races do it?
Woo!
Make third down more manageable.
Woo!
Here we go! Here we go!
Come on,
Here
man.
we go! Yeah!
Against CeeDee
right.
Lamb. This time CeeDee Lamb's in.
My cousin Pam says, Cousin Candace, you better speak.
Mm-hmm.
And then Julius, thank you, sending over some emojis and then saying it's just a game.
Mm-hmm.
Ronald Coleman again, if you don't like what's going on, go home.
Yeah. Take your ass home.
I know that's right.
Take your ass home.
Pastor Dominic here says, hat didn't even fall off.
Gee. Handled it like it was nothing. Threw him around like rag dolls. And that man hair still was straight up when he walked out there.
They definitely failed miserably.
Fell miserably.
God is with us. Y'all got to hear the brother side of the story. Not saying it's valid, but they said Cam got physical first, and he started helping his brother. We don't really know the true story, though.
Hey, Goddess, I appreciate you bringing some the other side to this thing tonight. I really do appreciate you, man. Keep on. Because like you said, we wasn't there. I don't know the story. I really don't know the story. But what we do know is, and what I saw from that guy is, prior to the event even starting, he already had his mind set on how he felt about Cam being out here. This no throwing quarterback. I'm better than him. Blah, blah, blah. He had his mind set on how he felt about this guy. So like you said, maybe there was some arguing going back and forth prior to them getting out there. But if that's how you felt, to me, this was not the place to be where these youth were coming out here to possibly learn, and starting that kind of stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's just a response from me, because even like I said, if he's out there doing it, hey, go to social media, use the media that's there saying, hey, look at what this man is doing. I mean, there's so many different ways, especially as adults, that you can handle it in front of kids. Okay, God is with us says they claim defending each other as brothers.
Okay.
Julius Brown says Cam handled his business and kept it classy. If he wanted to risk it all, he could have definitely done those guys terrible.
He could have.
Not only that, but based on all of the articles that I'm reading, the police asked him if he wanted to file charges because that was an assault of what they did, and he said absolutely not. Yeah. So
Cam
he's
coming out of that thing legit. He ain't injured.
yeah.
And he just got a ton of media, and without even really going in on them guys.
Yeah. Orlando Simon says, folk talk, yo.
And gonna do it.
Try it.
Gonna do it. That's what I'm gonna talk. A whole bunch of trash.
Anton McBride says, Coop, if you're doing something right, people are going to hate. Facts. Keep doing great things, fam. Tanya Wiley says, what we saw was men acting out of emotions instead of logic.
We saw them acting like females. That's what they did.
Big facts. A little league game at that. I know that's right.
Yep.
They're shooting and killing people at little league games. I mean, these things,
real.
it's getting out of control.
This is real, guys.
Yeah.
I'm afraid every year that somebody gonna get shot at in one of these events. I really am.
fam, you speaking real talk. They apologize that if that means anything. LOL.
You destroyed the event though.
And just think about what they getting in the hood. Like they done fought this man at a youth event, and now they gotta go back in the hood.
Them kids, that was a golden opportunity for those kids.
Yeah.
You don't know where they could have landed one of them to be out there and showcase their skills. You know, and you destroyed that for them. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm a forgiving person. Because I have a big heart, but apology not accepted. I can't accept that apology. I don't want nothing to do with you. I really don't want no parts of you. If you're willing to do that kind of stuff right there, I got nothing to do with you.
It says these Coach Tutson here says these new jacks don't know about grown man strength.
I sure don't. And Cam definitely got that.
My mom says shout out to Stony Point.
Shout out to Stony Point. Good luck to them as they continue to move on in the next round.
Emotions like Mariah Carey.
Yep.
You know, it was a group out of H-Town that had a song called Emotions.
Emotions make you cry.
Cry sometime. That's
Hey.
right.
Hey. Don't say
I
it.
already said
No,
it.
you didn't say it.
I thought I
You
did.
said out of. You didn't say the name of it.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay. Well, go ahead.
The name of that group?
Yeah. That's what I thought I
You
said.
said it.
I said it. I said a group out of H-Town.
Those Black Card Revolt moments. You gotta say who was that.
Yeah.
You gotta come on now.
Jamie, it says, it is so out of control. No, Pepper. I'm sorry, y'all. Like Kat was trying to disconnect the thing there. It is so out of control everywhere now. Have to stay in prayer for protection. That is absolutely right, Miss Mackey.
Yep.
And speaking of that, we have 3 track meets coming up real soon. We always have security there, but to be honest with you, just the way things are going, we're going to have to beef up security, especially at our larger meet, just because you just never know. Things are getting so competitive nowadays.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to beef up security. Coach Red here says, when they start arguing, you can find me at the Barbecue Man truck.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, go eat something, man. Enjoy yourself. Get a Coach Coop special.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right. So here we go, man. Let me go and get through these. Number 2. Some said it's Cam's fault. I saw comments from other black people that said, look at how Cam carries himself. Look at his hair. The hat he was wearing. He's not dressed in a way that would make kids respect him. But aren't we the same people that fight for our people not to be judged because of our dreadlocks, braids, and other hair and cultural differences of our people on the jobs? Haven't we heard our people say it was not fair that we're judged because some of our people choose to wear their natural Afrocentric look versus the clean-cut style that's more of a way that has been forced onto our people as to how we should carry ourselves? Hasn't that been us when it comes to how we wanted other races to treat us? But now we say our own Cam doesn't deserve the respect of our youth and parents at his own camp, hosted with his own money, because he wears his hair in a way that makes him feel good about himself. People, I saw comments, and it was multiple, I'm saying with an S, comments about Cam don't carry himself like a Tom Brady. Cam don't carry himself like a Peyton Manning. And because Cam don't carry himself that way, with the old sun hat on and the his hair, either dreaded or braided, whatever it is, and it's sticking straight up. He got this style that's got it kind of like sticking straight up, whatever.
Like kid, like back in the day. Any kind of like that.
Huh?
Kid from Kid and Play.
No.
At the house party or something? Okay.
No.
All right.
Kid had a box, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, you ain't got sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had. I saw people say that he didn't deserve. He didn't deserve to have that count because of the way he carries himself. He should expect that type of treatment because he don't deserve the respect because of that. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? They're saying this man don't deserve the respect because of the way he's dressed, the way he wears his hair. Come on now. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Read that cancel what Bubba just said.
Taiwan McDaniels, also known as Bubba, said, "It don't matter. I was taught to respect the teacher or the janitor."
Come on, man.
Not only that, but he's also relatable, and he's showing people that no matter where you came from, no matter what you look like.
So what you adults think that might be out there that still like a clean cut like mine, regardless of what y'all think, this is what those kids are wearing now.
Yeah.
They all got dreads now. They all growing their hair now.
They are wearing all kind of funny looking
So
stuff
he
too.
is relatable. As my wife just said, he's more relatable for the kids. The kids ain't feeling waves no more. It'll come back. Waves will come back. They like bell bottoms. They come back, baby. Waves come back. Waves will never be completely done. But in the moment, dreads are where it's at. So when you say that, he actually is more relatable to the kids when you talk about his dressing style than we are.
Oh yeah. Tanya says Cam has his own identity. Has nothing to do with his attire. Has nothing to do with respect. I think it's more like that's kind of his brand. Like that's just like she said, his identity. That's who he is.
He's always been weird.
He's a different.
It was kind of weird to me when he was playing. I mean, he wore some different stuff. I mean, but again,
It set him apart.
That's his identity.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Cam.
Yeah.
That's his business. Wear what he want to wear. It is what it is.
We had a president with a dead raccoon on his head, but we respected him. Come on, son.
Try it.
Oh man. So guys, come on, guys. To say the man don't deserve respect at his own event because of his how he dresses or how he wears his hair or guys, that is absolute trash. That's a damn joke for real. That's terrible. All right. And finally, my last point. Finally, we no longer have respect from youth that was expected in our generation as children. Now, it is more important to have a chance to go viral than learn something from a professional who did it at the highest level. The reason for going viral doesn't matter. Whether it was good or bad, the opportunity to go viral is more important than respect for those who are considered elders or those who, in this case, took time out of their day to give back with this time, knowledge, and money. How did social media become more important to go viral than to respect our African American heroes? How did this happen? This is a part of social media that is terrible. We're at a level. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. This is what a lot of y'all are missing in this whole thing. There's a lot of kids out here that are looking for their lottery moment. And they believe if they keep that phone up, you see how many people had their phone up recording? If they keep that phone up, if they post like they supposed to, if they go out there and challenge this hero to many, and they end up getting a shot on him, I just got my shot that's gonna help me go viral. I just got my lick in on this famous person, this legendary quarterback that's going to help me go viral. I might get more fame and attention out of punching Cam Newton than learning from Cam Newton. Because I can do something that gets me instant attention, instant gratification, if I can just get a good punch in on him. I'm going to get more attention by disrespecting this man than by learning how to throw a spiral.
You know, I actually may even blame
That's all they
Crockett.
studying now.
I blame Crockett, Texas. Maybe, you know, I just thought about this.
CKT did it.
Maybe because what they did to, what was the man? Charleston
White.
Charleston White.
CKT got on his ass.
And that was actually, in my opinion, for good reason. But anyway.
They sure did.
Maybe now people think, maybe, yeah, he did. He took the first, that was truly the first blow. That was on camera. Wasn't no denying that.
This is a big one now, Kenny. Wait.
Oh, of course. I mean, there was some children that beat up old Cat Williams. And he wasn't trying to hurt nobody at a little kick up.
Got dead on Cat Williams' ass.
At a little pickup basketball game in the hood. You know, he just trying to show the little children some love, and there they were.
You should have used that running speed that day.
Yeah, maybe he couldn't. Maybe he
got dead on his butt.
Yes, he did. Little boy at that.
Oh.
And I'm just saying it because, you know, you talk about the internet. But here's what I will say, that the internet also is, social media is helping us to reveal some things and have much needed conversation. Like today's conversation. Yeah, they looking for quick hookup.
They're looking for a quick lick. Nobody wants to work no more.
They're looking for a quick, that's correct. And I mean, you just saw a woman who did, why the fuck did I get married? No, who the fuck did I marry? And, you know, now this woman is going to Paris and she's getting her BMW. And, you know, so people are looking for that. They're seeking that attention. They're seeking that instant fame, what you just said. But also, on the other side of it, it's helping us to have much needed conversations. And maybe we'll get to the point to where some of these things we're learning from them so that we can have conversations and can hopefully be able to do better.
Wait a minute.
That's all I'm saying.
We are having a conversation about this situation now with Cam.
Right.
But what happened with Cam that we didn't already know?
No. I'm talking about the reaction. Like now, you know, this is, like you said, it's been going on, right? But if we don't ever see it on national stages and it's not a platform for us to see this stuff, we don't have the conversations about it. So it goes on all the time. It's been happening. But for now, for somebody like him to go back, I mean, when you talk about giving back and, you know, blacks that have a certain, I would say, reaction, I mean, however you want to put it. But my point is that when things like this happen on a national stage, it helps us to have these dialogues, this conversation that we having tonight, these discussions. It puts it on our mind.
Yeah.
And so while they may or may not, I don't even think they were looking for a viral moment. To be honest with you, I think they was just looking. Yeah, the children were, but I'm talking about in this Cam Newton situation. I think what was happening is these were people who probably felt some kind of way because he's the hometown hero, and they were hating on him. It's just true hate. I don't think that they had planned, we gonna beat him up when he gets here, anything like that, and make this a viral moment. I think it was straight up just hate.
Did. Mission failed.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you the reason I think that is because if they went back in trying to justify why they did what they did, that's somebody who, again, they already had a grudge against this man.
Well, they made that clear at the beginning.
Yeah, right. In terms of what they said, and now they're trying to go and justify to say, "Oh, well, he started it and all this here type of crap." So that may not now turn into a viral moment, but I don't think that they embarrassed themselves.
They really did embarrass themselves.
If that was what they were trying to do for a viral moment, it was truly a fail. They failed miserably, as Miss Tanya said, and I'll say, but it is bringing out some things that has been happening in our community for far too long that we need to have these conversations.
Happening right here in our community every day.
It's the crabs in the bucket mentality.
And we are the kings of it.
We are. It is the Willie Lynch syndrome. It's the idea of, we're gonna try to keep people down, and that's terrible.
Yep. Read some of the comments, baby, and then we'll get into this final point. Our final thought.
All right, sure. Let me go back up. And so, you know what? I actually think we didn't read this one. Okay, so there are two comments by Anton McBride. People are judging him for the wrong reason. They should be happy he is using his platform to help elevate players and get exposure.
Big
And then the
third down,
second
more
comment.
manageable.
Yeah! Here we go!
They are judging him for the wrong reason. He is using his time and platform to help players elevate their game and get exposure for the next level. That's all they studying now, meaning going viral. That's right, fam. All about going viral. Orlando Simon says facts. Online views and likes have become currency. That's true.
Yep.
In this ever-growing virtual world, on the hunt for the bag.
Yep.
All right, that's what they talk about. The bag. The bag. Yeah.
Everybody want the bag.
Let's go
Nobody
get this
wanna
bag.
grind for the bag, though. You're raising a generation of kids that don't want to grind. And you adults that feed into this are making it worse. That's what we're trying to say tonight. That guy that did all this, that fed into this, that led this off, he's making it worse for this group of kids, this generation of kids that already don't want to work. So you got some kids out there that day that came out here hopefully with the mindset, let me learn some things that can make me work better. It's something that I enjoy doing, and you ruined it. So I have no pity on this guy. To me,
Try.
that's how he is.
Cam shook that dude like a snow globe. He'll get laughed at for life. Jealousy is dangerous.
Oh, man, come on. That's a show of its own, Sam. That's a show of its own. The Pastor Samuel Dominic, family of mine, and he knows that. I know he deals with it in his line of work as well.
If they were doing better than him, it would not have happened.
Oh, come on. Wouldn't even been there. They wouldn't even been there. 9 times out of 10.
Cam got to do better than hiring a middle school tennis team for security.
Well, you ain't lying about that. Trash! Well, he has trash out there. Did they do anything? Shit. That's terrible.
They showed up a little time later.
Well, they were
Big
terrible.
facts. The Willie Lynch syndrome is in full effect, and then true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Here we go, guys. Final thought. Pull it one more time for me, y'all.
Oh, one last comment. Sad thing is never would have happened in Manning's camp.
Come on, man. We already know. There you go, Richard. Wouldn't it happen? It ain't even got to be Manning. It could be Rich Gannon. It could be anybody. It could be, man, come on, man. It wouldn't happen in none of
They
that
would have been pulled away in a paddy wagon. May not have seen the light of day.
It is what it is, man. Here we go. Final thought. We are in dire times. The audacity to come to an event hosted and paid for by a legend and have the attitude that this man is no better than you were as an athlete before the event even started says you came with bad intentions. This was one of the adults that fought with Cam Newton. If this is your thought process or behavior, that same attitude and negative behavior poisons the youth that are under that gentleman's watch and care within the sports leagues of that area. Our youth are facing hard enough times with the draw of social media and the wrong attention. They face the challenge of choosing the right thing to do, even when the wrong things could have them seen doing something that would bring attention to their names from all around the world. That's hard enough to face as it is. When the adults add to this difficult challenge with their prideful and selfish ways, it is inevitable that the youth of that area will be forced to see and be a part of acts that only tear down our community instead of build it up. We're so quick to say people forgot who they were, forgot where they came from, forgot about the ones that look up to them to come back and help change the lives of the next generation so someone will be inspired to be the next Cam Newton. Not giving up after hardships, mistakes, being told they didn't belong, and being forced to go from D1 back to the JUCO level. Yet he was there. And when he came, you treated him like an enemy. All this does is give more of our people that make it to the higher levels excuses to look down on those behind them, keeping their time, keeping their knowledge, and keeping their money to themselves. We just talked about it with Unc. We just talked about it with O'Shea. Shay. Shannon Sharp. We just talked about it. Everybody ain't gonna fool with y'all. Everybody ain't gonna keep coming back. Because y'all give them excuses not to. Y'all give them reasons not to. They might not have wanted to come anyway. My damn cat, Pepper, Tara. That's why I don't let her come in here. Get down. Get down. Man, my cat, man. Off the chain. She off the chain. Anyway, they might not have wanted to come anyway. But when you act like this, you give them the excuse not to come back. You give them the excuse not to give back. You give them the excuse to go spend their money for their tax break somewhere else. This is what you do. Because your ass don't know how to behave and your ass don't know how to not make this moment about you. Instead, make it about the kids, in which what it was supposed to be about anyway. This is what you choose to do in these moments. And as long as you choose to make these moments about you, we'll continue to be in the same place that we've always been in. Hey man, I want to say thank y'all to I know this show was a little longer. I want to say thank you to all y'all that hung in here with us, man. We appreciate it. This is a subject that's dear to me because there are a lot of people out there trying to give back, and folks like those who were in Atlanta acting up that day make it extremely difficult, and that's not how it should be when we talk about doing the right thing for our youth. All right, so y'all take care. Hopefully Candace and I will be back strong and ready to go on Monday. I know I joked about being sick and all that kind of stuff, which I was, but guys, y'all make sure to continue to kiss your wives and stay up and have a good whiskey every once in a while. Salute.